Okay, welcome to game one of the Mustang Stampede Girls Edition. This is the O2 girls. This is FC Thorns in the red and Mustang Elite in the white. This will be the first game of the Stampede for this weekend. Stampede just started. There are 3 additional players for Mustang today. And we have this one. We're still working on names for those 3 additional players. And right now we have Morgan defending, Maddie, Rosa, and Lexus in the middle. That's Audrey in the middle up top. That's Allie with the ball, sending it back to Morgan.
Go, double O.
Morgan back outside.
Let's
Malia,
go,
back to Morgan. Morgan back to Malia. Malia up. I think that's one of our new. No, that's Tiffany. That was Tiffany to Lily Welsh, and then all the way on top, Audrey again.
Frank.
Hi, Dad. That's Malia on up to Lily. Lily all the way back. So it looks like Allie. Allie trying to find JoJo in the middle. She got cleared out. And that's Lexus chasing this ball down. Far side. Lexus running this up. That's Thorns. Pulling it away, sending it back. Around the back. Up the middle. And that's Lexus stealing that in the middle. Looked like she was going to take a shot. And it got blocked. Thorns still with the ball. Sending it up the far side. Now back into the middle. And that's Allie chasing down along with Maddie Rosa in the center. And then switch near side by Thorns.
Come on, Allie. Let's go, Cheney.
Thorns trying to go back through the middle. Lexus stepping up. Lexus doing a nice job. Stepping up and getting that ball. Oh, Lexus trying to send Audrey. Didn't work out. It's right back down the middle. That's JoJo Flower getting it. Sending it to Cheney. Cheney right up the middle to Lexus. And Lexus sending that back to Morgan. All the way back. Morgan right back up to Lexus in the midfield. Lexus all the way back to JoJo. JoJo through to Cheney.
Mustang, keep it up.
Cheney back to Rosa. Rosa looking for Lily Welsh on the outside. Gets it there. Lily Welsh gets to the middle. Oh, and has it stripped. Thorns working through the middle. That's a good through ball, and that's going to go straight through to Jules Gardner.
Pick up, Morgan.
Jules going to roll that out to JoJo Flower. JoJo to the near side. Cheney. Rosa. That's Madison Rosa. Up to Allie. Allie. Nobody in the center for her. And now Thorns working it through the middle. Thorns to the outside, far side. Malia defending. As Thorns around the corner, and that'll be out. That'll be the lineman, the AR, with his flag out. And Jules Gardner with the goal kick. Jules sending that high to the near side, headed by Thorns. Allie.
Nice, Allie.
Knocking that out. This will be a throw in for Thorns. Thorns up the line. Cheney getting that, sending it back. Rosa all the way back to Morgan. Morgan to Jules. Jules looking for somebody to hit it to, sends it all the way up towards Allie. Allie has that forward to Cheney, but Thorns there stepping in front of that, taking it, sending it back and controlling.
Nice, that'll work.
And now the Allie stepping up, knocking that off a Thorns player for a Mustang throw. Cheney with the throw, finding Allie. Allie back to Maddie Rosa. And Maddie Rosa to Alexis.
Great job.
Alexis all the way around, nice to Lily Welsh. Lily Welsh on the far side, cutting it back in towards the middle. Still takes that ball, sends it in the center, finally cleared out by Thorns. That's a through ball by Thorns, and that's JoJo Flower getting back there covering that. And it goes back to Jules Gardner. Jules sends that up to the near side. That bounces over Cheney's head. Allie there trying to help. Drops to Thorns. Thorns sends that in towards the center. That's Rosa stepping up, and it's a through ball. Rosa getting back. Covering that through ball.
1-7. Way to go, Rosa.
And now it's Alexis chasing. Tiffany stepping up. Tiffany doing a nice job dispossessing Rosa. Rosa sends it up for Welsh. Nobody there. And Thorns coming out with it. Thorns straight up the middle. Audrey defending. All the way back.
Nice, good Lexi.
And that's right in the middle. Thorns coming right up the middle with that. Morgan stepping up, getting her foot on it. Morgan again, and that goes right to JoJo Flower. JoJo out to Rosa. Rosa clears that up and out, and it goes all the way over. And that's going to roll back to the Thorns goalkeeper. Thorns rolls that out, far side. Thorns to the outside, now back in towards the center. Right at the center of the circle. Now to the near side. Thorns working it back in towards the middle. Thorns through the center. Now to the outside. Dispossessed by Allie. Cheney. Lexus. Lexus up the line. Thorns there to take that. Lexus chasing. Lexus dispossessing. Working way up. Sending it out to Allie. Back to Lexus. Lexus in towards Maddie Rosa.
Come on, Rosa.
Maddie Rosa with about 5 Thorns players in front of her.
Good job, Rosa.
Runs it through to the near side. Oh, it's chipped over by Lexus towards Rosa. Rosa chasing down, and that's going to be cleared out by Thorns for a throw-in Mustang. It's Cheney with the throw-in. And that's off Audrey's knee. That would be a Thorns throw-in. Thorns towards the goalkeeper, middle of the box, sending it back out to the back. Now up the line. JoJo Flower here covering.
Stay in there, JoJo. Good job, bud.
Out towards the near line. Now running it up.
There you go, Rosa.
Tiffany stepping up, and that's a through ball towards the outside.
You got her, Cheney.
Cheney back there defending. Sent in towards the middle.
You got her, Cheney.
Cleared out. Cheney on it. Cheney to Rosa. Rosa back to Cheney. Cheney up the line. We have Audrey chasing. And that is just cleared out by Thorns for a Mustang throw.
Good hustle, Cheney. Keep it up, bud.
Keep it up, White.
That'll be Cheney with the throw.
Good job, Rosa.
Allie. Back to Cheney. Cheney in towards the center. Nobody there. Thorns going to collect that. Send it to the right at the middle, actually.
Go.
You got it, Mo.
And that's Thorns working it up the middle.
You got it. Nice, Tiffany.
And that's going to go straight through to Jules Gardner. She clears it straight up the center. That's going to come to Allie. Allie back to Lexus. Lexus to Rosa.
Guys.
Rosa, 3 players in the middle. She goes to the far side. Gives it off to Malia. Malia works it up. Sends it up towards Audrey. Audrey chasing it down. Audrey gets it. Sends it to Lexus. Lexus all the way around. JoJo. JoJo through the center. Lexus trying to find Audrey. Not on the same page. Thorns comes out with it. Now working it around the back to the far side. Tiffany chasing onto that. All the way back by Thorns. Chipped over the top on the far side line. Malia Groff chasing that down.
You got it,
Malia stepping up, getting a foot on it. It bounces the other way. Thorns on it. That's a shot attempt. Now go wide of the goal. For a goal kick Mustang. Gerber with the kick, sends that up towards the middle. Lexus there. Drops down the Thorns right in the middle. Now going all the way to the back at midfield. Thorns working it through the middle. Lexus defending. Thorns working it straight down in towards the middle. JoJo Flower getting a foot on it. Malia sending it back. Jules Gardner just chipping it over the top, looking for Lily Welsh. Lily with a nice trap. Sends that back to Malia. Malia just battling to turn that.
Nice job, Malia!
Malia kicking that off a Thorns player, and that goes out and up over the fence. New ball's going to come in. Malia with the throw in. Lily Welsh banging that off a Thorns player. It's going to be called a Thorns ball. Thrown up the line. It's Tiffany on the ball. She sends that up to Lexus. Lexus back out to Lily. Lily with about 3 Thorns players around her. Malia with a throw. It's going to be whistled a foul on Thorns. This will be Malia with the free kick. Right about the halfway line on the far sideline.
I'm like,
Let's go, Mel.
6 players in the box. It's a short kick right to Rosa, and it bounces over Rosa's head. Now Thorns coming out with the hard.
Good job, Rosa.
Rosa chasing this down in the midfield. Looks like Rosa's going to be called for the foul.
it was a little extra.
That's Thorns through the center. And here's a shot. That's going to go wide of the goal. This would be a goal kick for Mustang. This would be Jules with the kick. Jules out wide. It's off of Thorns' foot. Thorns controlling that ball, dropping it down. sending it up the line. That's Tiffany stepping up. And that's Thorns working through the middle nicely, and that's a shot. That's going to go wide of the goal. Jules out wide towards JoJo Flower. JoJo cutting.
Good job, JoJo.
Working it up the near sideline. That was Cheney. Cheney to Allie. Allie back to JoJo. JoJo up. Now up the line. That's a nice ball to Allie. Allie's trying to work that through. She gets it through to Audrey. Audrey trying to work it up even higher, and it gets kicked back by Thorns to the goalkeeper. Now Lily Welsh stepping up. Thorns is going to go out wide, far side. Now back into the midfield. And there's the through ball.
Nice, Cheney, way to cut, buddy.
Jules stepping up to take that. Cheney running back with that. It's Jules right up to Audrey past the midfield line. That's going to bounce over. And that's kicked back to the goalkeeper. Audrey chasing that. Audrey not getting any help on the far side, and Thorns just going to work it up. That's a nice step up by Morgan. She just clears it right back to the Thorns goalkeeper. Thorns rolls that, far side, all the way out, towards the midfield, now back to the defense, around the back, center defense, straight up through the center now. Near side by Thorns.
You got it, guys.
Back in through the middle. Tiffany there. Rosa there. Back in through the center nicely by Thorns, and that's the goal. Score is 1-0 for FC Thorns. Referee calling a water break right at the end of that goal by Thorns. Scores now 1-0 for Thorns. Mustang with the kickoff. All the way back towards Morgan. Morgan to Jules. Jules back to Morgan. Morgan out to Malia. Malia all the way up to Lily. And that will be out. Thorns throw in. Thorns towards the middle. Morgan steps up, clears that up, finds Audrey. Audrey going for the cut. Not able to turn it. And now Thorns right in the midfield. There's Audrey stepping up.
Oh! Wow, Audrey, way to pick up.
Tough, Audrey.
Thorns, that's Morgan stepping up, clearing that ball.
Way to pick up.
Morgan collecting the foul. This will be a Mustang free kick.
Yeah, I know.
Short kick by Malia, back to Morgan. Morgan up to Cheney on the near sideline. Rosa with the overlap. Rosa back in towards the center, towards Allie, and it doesn't work out. Cleared out by Morgan. Morgan back to Jules. Jules to the outside, finding JoJo. JoJo turning this, coming up the line. JoJo sends that, finding Rosa. Rosa with the header over the top.
Good, get on.
And Rosa collecting it, sending it back in towards the center. Audrey's there.
You got it, Audrey. That's it, Audrey. Good, Allie.
Allie in there. Back to Rosa. Rosa, oh! Rosa with the left footer, banging that off a Thorns player. Ricochets. Straight to the Thorns goalkeeper, who picks that up and rolls it out to the far side. Thorns all the way up. It's Malia with a good trap.
got it. Nice, Malia.
Now defending. And that's Thorns taking off down the far sideline. Morgan stepping up now. That's into the center.
Clear it out. You got to go, Cheney. Take it up.
Thorns not able to capitalize on that. And now it's set all the way back. And Thorns picks up control in the defense, sending it in through the middle. Back to the outside. Thorns sending that into the middle. Morgan's there. Thorns sending that in towards goal, and Jules picked that up. Jules right up the center. Thorns trying to control that.
Way to play tough, Audrey.
Drops the Thorns. Thorns attacking through the far side midfield. Now all the way switching play to the near side wing. And that's JoJo Flower stepping up. Substitutions. Lily Welsh going out, Tiffany going out.
Nice job, Tiffany.
And then we have a
Great
couple.
job, Cheney.
Cheney going out. And we have some guest players from Mustang coming in.
Okay, so I think
Throw in for Thorns. We're trying to work out the names of the guest players that come in. That's Rosa stepping up. Audrey hitting that.
you got it. Turn and go forward.
And that goes all the way back. Morgan's there defending right now, and Malia. It's all the way back. Mustang setting that up. Mustang on the far side. And that's going to go out for a Thorns throw-in. Thorns electing to throw that all the way back. Mustang chasing that. Thorns around the far side, now working it right up the midfield. And it's an over-the-top through ball to the far side. Morgan will clear that out. Throw in for the Thorns.
That's said with love, Rob. I think that's said with love.
Thorns turning that.
Thanks, Alva.
I swear they just got out of school.
Thorns still working the far side. Thorns looking to work it in towards the middle. And that's going to be a foul on Mustang. So it'll be a free kick for Thorns.
Really? Yeah, so our 16 is Ainsley Wood. She's a guest player from the 13th. Naming her classes, and I have her first, and I felt like she's
Thorns right into the middle. Malia's there. Malia looks like she knocked that out. And that will be a corner kick, Thorns. Thorns sending that right foot in swinger. That's Morgan getting her head on it.
I know, that's how
Alexis getting a foot on it. Rosa clearing that up.
What are you? You got it. Okay, get there.
Talk to each other, girls.
Next.
I believe number 16 for Mustang is Ainsley. She's guest playing up. Mustang not able to get all the girls out. Some of the players on vacation.
Good hustle, Allie.
25 is the tail.
That's Thorns working right through the middle. Morgan stepping up, hitting that out. I believe that's Ainsley to Alexis, back to Ainsley. Hope I'm getting these names right. We believe believe that's a Madison, number 11 on the far side. Another Madison. That's Thorns to the near side. Also stepping up, applying pressure. Back out. That's Allie stepping back.
Nice, Allie!
It's Allie battling for that ball, sending it to Audrey. And now Thorns working it around the back defense, right in the midfield, right at the center circle. Going near side. In the middle. And that's offsides call. AR with the flag up. Nicely worked in by Thorns, but Thorns stepping up before the pass in an offsides position. So a free kick for Jules Gardner. Jules straight up. Finding Allie. Allie sending that forward.
That's it. You got it, girls.
Thorns on the end of that,
Audrey.
sending that to Audrey.
Nice.
And now Lex is coming out with it.
You got it, Lexi.
Lex is still with the ball. A couple of Thorn players giving her some pressure. Goes all the way back to Jules. Jules around the backside looking for Malia.
Good, nice, Malia.
Good job, Mill.
Malia setting that up.
Nice, Mill.
Back in towards the middle, nobody there. And now Thorns will take over. Thorns towards the center.
Allie, keep it up, bud. You're doing
Near
great.
side.
Stay with it, Allie. You got it.
Back in towards the center.
Allie, good job.
It's number 16.
Nice try, Lex.
Thorns right in the middle of the field. Working it up. Now to the outside. Working against Audrey. And that is blocked out. That'll be a corner kick. JoJo getting her foot on it, sending it out. And Thorns will have a corner. Sent in towards the center. Maddie Wesley there defending. He gets sent all the way back out.
Man.
That's Allie sending it up.
Thanks, Alex.
Oh, this
Good,
drops
you got
right
it.
to
Check
Allie.
it up.
Allie chasing that down. That's Mustang attacking.
Good job, Ainsley.
Thorns
Stay with
defending. Thorns doing a good job. Now
Take it
gets
back,
sent all the way
Ryan.
back.
Good job,
And then up the
Cheney.
line. And that will be out. That will be a Thorns throw in.
That's Jacqueline.
Good job, other Cheney.
Cheney is our other 11. So Jacqueline has her hair in a braid.
Substitutions. Cheney coming back in.
And Cheney has her
Allie is going out.
Yeah, I do realize.
That's a throw in up the line.
I was like, huh, because I said the same thing. So now there's two 11s. The one on the far side is Jacqueline, and then Cheney came in.
I was going to say, Cheney's on the left. What's going on?
Yes.
I know he's mixing things up.
I knew I was like,
So number 11 on the far side.
and
We
when
have two
Allie comes
11s on the
back tomorrow,
field.
there'll be two 16s.
Number 11 on the
So
far
we'll be
side
coming
is
back.
Jacqueline. 11 on the near side is Cheney.
One like a 14 and the other.
Oh yeah, yes.
That's
I'm
in
sure.
towards the
I'm
middle.
not checking the number.
By Thorns. Thorns turning it past midfield. This is Rosa chasing down.
You got it. Good
Applying
job.
pressure. She gets sent back.
Good. Ooh. Good, Lexi.
That's Lexus controlling the ball and sending that up towards Cheney.
Does she like Lexi or
That's Thorns controlling.
Keep it up, Cheney.
And that's going to be knocked out. Mustang throwing.
Keep it up, Audrey.
Go what?
Quick throwing by Audrey.
Good,
This
good.
is Rosa. Rosa with the turn, setting that up the line. Cheney chasing that. It's just going to roll
It's a good idea, Rosa. Way to go, bud.
Keep it up, ladies.
for a goal kick. Thorns. Thorns short to the outside, now all the way out. Far side
Because your
line.
guys' game was earlier and it wasn't as hot.
Up the line towards the midfield mark now.
Your game was 86. It's not like we
Thorns attacking with 5 players.
And
that's Audrey
you got it!
coming out with it, setting that towards Lexus. It doesn't work.
Yeah, you got her.
And now this is Thorns attacking the near side, going right around. That's an offsides call.
Are you? Okay, we'll get cheerleaders. Yeah.
Jewel sending that up right towards the middle.
Take it through. You got
And that's
it.
going to roll all the way through.
Go, Cheney.
This is going to be the Thorns goalkeeper. Going to send it one way or the other. Right back up the middle. Thorns right up the center.
Good,
Out of the
nice
near side
change.
midfield. Thorns over the top. On the near side. It's going to be JoJo Flower chasing this down. Sent back into the center, and that's going to roll right across the goal. And that'll be a goal kick for Jules.
Ours did too, but our one went all the way up and over. And that's when they sent that one back. Behind the trailer, it went outside, on the outside. I don't know.
Jules with the kick, sending that up. Rosa gets her head on it, sends it forward.
You got it.
That's Cheney chasing onto it. Cheney getting a foot on it.
Good job, girls.
Great job, girls.
Well played,
And that'll be a
ladies.
Mustang
Keep
throw.
it up.
Keep it up, Audrey. Great hustle, bud. Keep it up, girls.
Keep it up, White.
JoJo to Rosa. Rosa chipping that over the top. And that will go out. Thorns throw in.
You got it, ladies. Let's go, White.
Thorns with the throw in over the top. It's going to bounce over, buddy.
Good, JoJo.
Bounces over, buddy, right to JoJo. JoJo clears that up towards Cheney. Cheney in a two-player sandwich. Ball goes out. Thorns throw in. Thorns throwing that all the way back to the center defender. And that's going to be the half. Score is 1-0 for Thorns. So, players are coming back for the start of the second half. Mustang Stampede first game.
33 minutes. That's why they're running behind. That's why they cut the. That's
The
why they cut.
Thorns Football Club 02 girls.
Because they're running behind.
Thorns
Our
playing
team's early.
with the Development Academy, the
All right,
DA
let's
League.
go, Mustang.
And this is Mustang Elite in the white and red. And then we have the kickoff. Mustang going from left to right. Thorns from right to left. Thorns sending that all the way back. Out of the near side. Into the center. And that
Nice
is
job.
Tiffany
Good,
sending that up
Tiffany.
towards Lexus.
Go, Lexi.
Lexus to Allie. Allie turning that, sending that up. Cheney over there.
Good, Audrey.
Cheney to Audrey. Audrey not able to get that in. And now gets sent back up by Thorns. Thorns working in the midfield. Tiffany sending that all the way.
Pressure.
There's pressure. Thorns now working their side. Thorns in towards the center. Now all the way back. Thorns in towards the center. Lex is chasing that. Now back to the far side. Back towards the middle. Now Thorns sending to the far side again. Working it right up through the middle. Rosa stepping up. And now sent all the way across, and that's just going to go straight out. Mustang throw near side.
Alex, do you need any water? row so it doesn't end up on the field.
It's Malia up the line. Drops on to Thorns.
Oh, nice. It was out. It was out.
It's called out. This will be a Mustang throw-in. Malia throw that in again.
Got it, Lily.
Malia up the line. Finds Audrey. And Audrey sends that up, but it goes out before she can play it up the line.
I was so lost, and then I
Thorns sending that all the way back on throw-in. Turning it. Sending it right off the near side line. Malia stepping up. Malia with a nice battle. Takes the ball away.
Let's go, ladies!
And earning a free kick. Mustang.
3 bite marks on her arm.
3 players up. One near the box. Malia sends it to the far side. Nobody there. Goes straight to a Thorns player, and that's going to come right back. Morgan gets her foot on it, sends it near side, really trying to keep that in, and that's going to go out. Thorns with the throw in, dropping it close, controlling it, sending it around. Oh, that's Tiffany stepping up, taking that ball. Now Allie working it through the middle. Allie, Tiffany, Lexus. Lexus with the left foot over the top, finding Cheney.
You got it, Cheney.
Cheney into the middle.
You got it, go 2. Keep it up. That was like a
That was straight to Thorns. Thorns now sending that up, far
You
side.
got it, Cheney.
Thorns working it back into the middle. Straight up the middle. Morgan defending. Now back to the midfield arc. Midfield center circle. Maddie Rosa.
Good, Maddie. Oh, come on. Did you even blow the whistle?
Maddie Rosa called for a foul, apparently. And that's Thorns sending it right through the middle. Thorns sending that in. And that's just Morgan knocking that out. That'll be a corner kick for Thorns. This will be a corner kick taken with the right foot. He'll be swinging out from the goal. And that's a short kick to the near post. Looked like Allie got her foot on it first.
Good, Lily.
Lily sending that out towards Audrey. Lexus getting a foot on it, but now Thorns working it. Thorns sending that all the way back. In through the middle. Rosa defending. Gets sent all the way back again. Thorns out to the far side. Working it through the middle. Tiffany stepping up. And that's going to get knocked out. Referees made a call for a goal kick. So Jules with the goal kick sends that straight up. That's towards Tiffany. It goes over. Drops to Lexus. Lexus with pressure. Not able to hold on to it. Thorns setting that in right through the middle. And that's just wide of the goal. Mustang doing enough to keep that out of the goal. Jules with a quick kick all the way out to Cheney. Cheney bringing it in towards the center. Stripped by Thorns. Now Thorns working the far side. Thorns all the way back. Far side defense. Setting it back to the center defense. Now all the way around the back. Coming to the near side. Back to the far side.
Because they
Back through the middle.
No, they expire 8.
And now out to the far side again.
So they have new
Thorns still with the ball, tacking right down the far sideline. and it's going to be called offsides.
Don't know the answer. Yeah.
So it'll be Jules Gertner with the free kick off an offsides call. She sends it up the far sideline. Nobody there for Mustang. Thorns takes that. Thorns drops it. It goes right to Cheney. Maddie Rosa cutting it in towards the center. And now she's going to drop it all the way back to Jules Gertner. Jules Gertner is going to send that all the way up. Finds Tiffany nicely. Tiffany with a nice trap, getting muscled off the ball. And it goes all the way far side outside for Thorns. Thorns attacking. Allie coming back nicely. Applying nice pressure, turning that right back around. Audrey helping her out on the defense. And now Lexison through the center. Nice turn by Thorns to work that right back up through the center. Malia Groth with defense. Lexus stepping up, and there's a long shot effort. And Jules Gertner stepping in front of that, doing a good job of saving that. Jules with a long hit. Right to the midfield line, it's right in the center of the field. Thorns just turns that easily. Now working through the midfield. So Maddie Rosa defending that in the midfield. Getting some nice help from Malia Groff. She sends it to Tiffany. Tiffany, nobody to send that to. Thorns taking that ball down the midfield. JoJo stepping up. Cheney stepping up, and gets sent back to Jules. Jules clearing that right to the midfield. Thorns is there. Sends that into the midfield.
Got it.
And that's Malia Groth with a nice ball to the outside.
So you got it, girl.
Thorns just working right up the midfield. And that's Rosa with pressure.
Good, JoJo.
JoJo clearing. Audrey on the ball.
Stay up, Audrey. Good, Audrey.
Thorns applying pressure out the back. Going right down the midfield.
Stay good, Tiffany.
Tiffany stepping up. Applying pressure, and it gets sent all the way out. This will be a Mustang throw on the far side.
I know, right? It's expired. I don't know. I know you wanted to keep it forever, Carrie. I got it.
Another Mustang throw-in. Looked like that went off of Allie. Or that Allie knocked that off a Thorns player for a Mustang throw. Here's Allie with the ball again. JoJo with the throw-in towards her. It drops to Thorns. Thorns now working the far side. Sent into the center all the way back now. Thorns right into the midfield. Tiffany stepping up, applying pressure. Now Lily Welsh. And towards the middle. That's Rosa coming out with that. Rosa sends that back to Morgan. Morgan just clears that. Rosa looking for somebody up top. Nobody to send it to. Tiffany sending that out wide to Allie. Allie all the way back. JoJo. JoJo to Jules. Jules near side over the top. Finding Lily. Lily.
Got it, Lily. Nice.
Lily able to take that. Sends it up high towards the middle. And that's Thorns just bring that down. Good control.
Go!
Keep it up, White.
Don't wait. Come on, Lex.
Thorns all the way back to the far side. Back into the middle.
Got it, Mustang. Let's go.
There's Cheney on the outside. Thorns working the far sideline. Thorns with a nice cross.
Stay with him, Malia.
pass. Lexus.
Nice job. Stay with it.
Lexus with a nice job.
Come on, Lex.
You got it.
And that's Thorns working all the way around. Up the line again for Thorns.
Let's go, White.
Thorns sending that into the center. It's short. And that's, oh, what a save.
Nice job, Jules.
Good job, 4-0.
Jules Gerdner stretching out to her right, blocking that around the post. That's going to be a corner kick for Thorns. Still 1-0 for Mustang.
Let's go, girls.
All right, let's go, Mustang.
This will be a right-footed in-swinger. That's sent low right to the near post.
All right, let's go, ladies.
And that's off Thorns, and it goes out. It'll be a goal kick for Jules.
35.
22.
Substitution for Thorns.
21 minutes in our
2 players up on the tack, coming in. That's hit by Jules. Jules hitting it into the wind, it looks like. Not able to get it up past midfield.
You got it, Lily.
Malia to Lily.
Good, Lily.
And Lily's just getting back.
Sorry.
Apparently, Lily getting called for a foul. And it'll be a free kick for Thorns. This is right in the sun. Jules Gerdner having to shield the sun, and that's going to be a take right onto the... Oh, right off the crossbar. You knew that was going to be dangerous because Jules Gerdner couldn't see what the heck was going on.
All the way. Take the space
And now this
wide.
is Mustang running the far side line. Sending that up,
Go,
Tiffany. And Tiffany can't find Audrey. That's all the way back to Jules. And Jules clears that to the near side.
You got it.
Midfield,
All
Lily
yours,
Welsh here.
Lily. Nice. That's it, Lily. Keep it up, ladies.
That ball gets
You got
through.
it, girls. Good way to
And
stay
that's
on
chipped
it.
over the top. That looked like an offsides call.
2 of them were off. Saw that before they even took off. Keep it up, Mustang. Let's go.
Jules Gerdner setting that far side.
Now, Mia.
Thorns coming out with it, attacking the far side now. And that is JoJo Flower trying to keep that in. And that
Good job, JoJo.
is a throw-in. JoJo doing a good job of preventing the
Good
corner
hustle.
kick. Thorns in no hurry for the throw-in. We're due for a water break. And that's thrown in towards the center.
Good, you got it. Good, Maddie. Whoa.
Maddie Rosa comes out with that, turns that, and sends that back out.
Good. You gotta get there.
Oh, and that goes off of Allie for a corner kick.
All right, ladies, let's go. Team should know that they're throwing a
It's
corner.
going to be taken with the right foot. It's going to swing away from the goal. And that one's a little bit longer. It's still near post. Thorns with the head on it. Thorns sending it to the far post. And Malia trying to clear, clears that right into the back of the net. And that'll be the second goal. Thorns going up 2-0.
Was that an own goal, Francisco?
And here is the water break right at the end of the second goal. Exact same time we had the first goal in the first half. And so the score is now 2-0 for Thorns FC. Mustang kicking that off, sending it all the way back. All the way back to Malia. Malia back to Jules. Jules all the way around.
Good, you got it.
Sends that to the outside. Cheney with the ball. She sends that near side.
You got it, guys. You go, Tiff.
And that's Rosa defending. Rosa defending a second player, sending that all the way to the outside now. Thorns. Thorns tries to keep that in. Thorns does so. Thorns attacking the far side, and that's Cheney with a nice bit of defense. And that's what we call the corner kick. Right foot outswinger. That goes to the near post again. Headed again off the post and goes out. That'll be a goal kick. Short header seems to be a worked piece by Thorns.
All right, let's go, White!
And that's sent out wide to JoJo Flower. JoJo up the line.
That's it.
Thorns taking that away, working far side. Thorns in towards the middle. This is Malia stepping up. Now Thorns turning that, attacking JoJo. JoJo stepping up and stopping it. Now sent back into the center, and that's going to go straight through for a goal kick. Mustang. That's Jules setting that up.
You got it, ladies.
Thorns coming out with it in midfield. Tiffany.
Good, Tiffany.
Called for a foul.
Really?
Thorns setting that back on a free kick.
Let's go!
Thorns to the center, all the way back now, around to the outside. Thorns back to their keeper.
You got it, ladies. Let's go!
Through the center to the near side.
Make a run.
Good, Morgan.
Morgan stepping up nicely, getting that out to Rosa. Rosa turning that into 3 players, now turning it all the way back. Rosa setting that back out to JoJo Flower. Flower all the way to the outside. Cheney. Cheney inside to Alexis. Alexis all the way back to Morgan. Morgan straight up to Audrey. Morgan getting taken out. Rosa dropping that to Alexis. Alexis stepping up.
That's it. Good, Lexi. Oh, come on. Gotta call the trip when you're not hitting the ball.
No, I'm leaving.
And Thorns taking that away, sending it all the way back towards the center. Now attacking right down the middle. And that's a centering ball straight to Jules. She'll pick that up. Jules throws that out. That's Cheney with the ball. Sending it into the center. Alexis. Alexis trying to find Tiffany, but Tiffany wasn't on the same page. Thorns stepping up from behind Natalie and taking that away, and now a shot on goal, and that's going to go wide for a goal kick. Jules Gardner with the kick up the far side. Thorns on the end of that, sending that up. Morgan doing a good job of hooking her foot around and kicking that ball out. Thorns takes a long shot, it goes over the fence, and there'll be a slight delay for a new ball. Here comes the ball over the fence. This will be Jules with the goal kick. Jules sending that to the near side. And that's Thorns getting up, putting a head on it, sending it forward. And that's Morgan sending that out. Be a throw-in.
Let's go, White!
Thorns throwing that in towards the center. Morgan defending. Thorns going for a combination play, and it goes out. Be a goal kick for Jules Gerner.
Go, White!
Jules sending that up, far side. And Thorns comes out with it.
You got it,
Thorns
ladies.
around the center and the back. Now right down the middle. Back to the outside, near side.
Nice, Tiffany!
And that's Mustang battling for
You got
that.
it! Good,
Thorns up the near side.
Easy. You got it. Good, Malia!
Malia with a nice job.
Nice, well played! Give an option! Thank you!
And that'll be called a foul.
Well played, Malia!
Nice job, Malia.
Play the ball back faster than molasses. You know it's ours. These are O2s.
Walking up to the
Malia with the free kick.
All right, let's go, White! You got it, girl. Give options, you guys. They're all tired. Exactly.
Malia right into the center.
Hey, I don't care. Whatever gets the shot.
Alexis there drops to Rosa. Rosa sends that up over the top.
Good idea, Maddie.
Oh! Rosa almost getting a lucky bounce and having that go into the back of the net.
I know. Great shot, Maddie. Let's go, White. Keep it over.
Thorns working around outside at the back. Cheney chasing that down. Gets a foot on it, but not enough. Now Thorns working it into the middle. That drops right to
Let's go,
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
You're wide open.
Good,
Tiffany into Rosa. Rosa working it through the middle. Out to Malia.
Got it, Mo. Malia.
Malia to the near side. Taken by Thorns. Malia stepping up.
Nice.
And Malia's going to be called for foul on that one. Thorns going all the way back.
You got it, girls.
Thorns with a 2-0 lead. Playing control. Attacking through the midfield now. That's Rosa chasing that down. Gets sent back to the outside. Thorns sending it into the box. Morgan defending. And Morgan clearing that out. Morgan's going to get a...
Way to pick up.
Morgan's going to get a foul called in her direction. It'll be a free kick for Mustang. Jules will step up to take that.
I think it's, yeah, it is. Come on, girls.
Ball sent up to the far side. Be Morgan in the back now. Thorns working it into the middle. Thorns with the shot, and that's Jules with the save. That's Jules sending it up to the center. And that's Rosa coming out with it. Nope, Rosa in a two-player battle. That's sent outside to Cheney. It goes off the referee, and in out of bounds. This will be a Thorns throw-in.
They're just gonna walk to the ball.
substitution.
Good job, Tiffany!
And Tiffany going out. Throwing for Thorns up the line. Thorns working for, oh, that's Morgan stepping up, getting called for a foul.
All right, let's go, White!
Thorns, plenty of players in the box. Send in the mixer. It goes right through.
Offside.
And that's going to be called offside.
All right, let's go, ladies!
Mustang doing a good job of stepping the defensive line up. Quick kick by Jules. Thorns all over that, and that's a foul just outside the box on the far side corner of the box. This is going to be a right foot free kick, which means it's going to swing away from the goal. Should be a cross and not a shot. That's what it is. Oh, and Jules Gardner. That goes right to a Thorns player in the middle of the box. Unmarked, and Jules just stands that up, stops it, prevents the third goal.
Let's go, ladies!
Still 2-0 for Thorns, and Thorns coming right back down and attacking right down the middle of the field. That's sent in towards it. This is going to be Malia with the clear, and it's going to be another corner kick. This is an outswinger. It's very short. JoJo Flowers there. And it drops to Jules. She picks it up. The Thorns player looks like they got hit on the clearance. Looks like she got the wind knocked out of her. Referee holding up play, making sure players are okay. Looks like he's going to drop that ball for Jules. And we'll restart the play.
Let's go, White!
Jules sending that long and high past midfield towards Rosa.
Good, Maddie.
Rosa trapping that down, but Thorns getting to it first.
Come on, girls, you got it. Good, Malia.
Malia with a nice step up. Finds Audrey. Audrey gets a foot on it. Mustang still attacking that.
You got it, ladies. Keep it up. Stop. Good, get there.
And that is knocked out by Thorns. Mustang doing a good job of
All
pressing
right, let's go, White.
towards the end of the game.
We're good.
Malia throwing that back
Got
to
it,
Morgan.
ladies.
Morgan sending that back up the line,
Malia.
near side. Malia with the ball. Malia looking for somebody to pass that off to. Drops it to Morgan. Morgan to Lexus. Lexus going to run that right up the middle of the field. Right through three players, and it gets cleared out by the defender.
Good, JoJo. You got
JoJo
it.
trying to control this.
Oh, good job. Go.
Offside.
And that's called offsides. That's a very close call.
Yeah, I know. They're all like, oh, call foul.
Offsides by maybe half a step.
Is he really saying that?
The referee was watching that very closely. That was a very close call. That's sent up to the far side.
You got it. Go, Audrey.
That's Thorns sending that back up.
That's it,
Cheney's
Cheney.
on the end of that. Sends that inside. Collects a foul.
All right, ladies, let's go. this.
This is Madison Rosa stepping up for this kick.
Let's go, White! So totally. And charge into the net.
Get it out, Thorns.
It's going to be a right-footed take. This could possibly be a shot on the goal. Goalkeeper doesn't have the sun in their eyes. It's going to have to be a good take. And it's chipped in towards the back, and it's just over the top.
Good shot, Maddie!
That looked like a back post chip. It went a little too much to the center. If it had been towards the back post, it would have been much more dangerous. And it'll be the end of the game. That'll be the last effort. Final score.
So that means the players over there no time for me.
Thorns FC 2, Mustang Elite 0, and that will conclude the first game of Mustang Elite's Stampede. We'll be back tomorrow for the second game.